it is the last day of the Tiny Marketing Club Launch Bonus Series. Today, I'm going to talk about a couple objections that you might have crawling through your mind right now. The cost, what you should expect to pay on that, the time commitment, those that are listening to this series and saying, I don't have time for that, and last, skepticism about the results. So let's get into that. Let's talk money. The super secret waitlist pricing. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, yes, pricing. The super secret waitlist pricing was just revealed like magic on the website. So let's talk about money. The Tiny Marketing Club is tier 1. And that's where you'll be getting the Monday Morning Marketing Club. You'll get weekly content prompts in case you aren't sure what you should talk about in your email that week or at LinkedIn. You'll get bi-monthly hot seats, so twice a month we'll tackle your toughest marketing challenges. Quarterly group marketing and sales planning every single quarter, hence the name quarterly. Quarterly special guest experts to dig into cutting-edge strategies that you might not have heard of before and would probably work well for you. Free-to-you workshops. So you'll learn how to streamline, systematize, automate, and outsource with pop-up workshops. The community, of course, of B2B service founders, and then networking on autopilot. So this is tier 1, and this will be $50 a week for waitlisters and a 7-day free trial. Okay, let's go to tier 2, and that is the Lean Launch Accelerator. So with this, if you watched my masterclass, you learned what my lean marketing engine is. It's that 6-part flywheel that I love and took like a decade for me to figure out that works really well. So this will be a 12-week accelerator that's taking place this summer only. And it'll be 6 sprints, 2 weeks each. So sprint 1 will identify your dream client and craft the perfect messaging strategy to reach them. Sprint 2 will refine your signature offer, pricing, and sales strategy. Sprint 3, discover your main social media challenge and build a strategy around that. I said challenge. I meant your main social media channel and build your strategy around it. Sprint 4 will be launch your core content from podcast to workshop series, whatever works for you, whether it is episodic content or a hybrid approach. We'll identify the right content for you, your time, your resources, and launch it. Sprint 5. We'll identify your 2 lead magnets. Remember, we do 1 passive and 1 active. Build them and launch. And then Sprint 6. Choose the perfect high-value, low-cost gateway offer to build trust with your ideal customer and identify the scope of what they need for future upsells. Wouldn't it feel really good by the time fall rolls around and people are ready to buy again and get serious about work that you have your lean marketing engine running? Because that's what's going to happen with this. We're doing it this summer, and it will be $250 a week for 12 weeks. And that means that by the end of the summer, you're going to have all of this rolling and ready to go. So that is tier 2. And then tier 3 is VIP. So you get everything in TMC, the Tiny Marketing Club. You get the Lean Launch Accelerator with VIP. But you also get 1-to-1 asynchronous consulting with me using Voxer. So 24/7, you can send me texts, audio, and I will get back to you when I can. If you have questions about whether your sales page is working or does this content work for you, you can send me a link and I'll do a quick little review of it. You get access to VIP accelerators. So what I just described was an accelerator. It's your Lean Launch Accelerator. But we'll have other accelerators too that will be free to you but paid for everybody else. So those accelerators will look like how to build an accelerator for your systems, Like if you've seen my framework, my tiny marketing framework at all, which is on the sales page, you could go down to the show notes and look. It's streamline, which is that lean launch accelerator. Systematize, so that's like building batching schedules, creating templates, creating all the systems around your marketing. So systematize, automate, and AI. So the third piece of that is how can we connect the dots on your tech so it's playing nice and everything is working together, and where can we integrate AI to make life a little bit easier for you? And then last is outsource. So at that point, we will do an Eisenhower matrix and figure out what exactly should be pulled into someone else. So I've talked about before the Monday Morning Marketing Club. You can certainly just put your marketing musts in the community and have your VA go to Monday Morning Marketing Club and get it done for you. But maybe you don't have a VA. And if that's the case, we will work through that, figure out what contractors make sense to pull into your business to take care of some of that marketing. So that's an example of what one of the accelerators will be. And then last is VIP project discounts. So if you want done for you projects with me, then you will get 5% off any done for you projects. And that investment is $375 a week. So that's that. That is pricing. And I'll just do a little reiteration. So Tiny Marketing Club is $50 a week, and you get Monday Morning Marketing Club, weekly content prompts, bi-weekly hot seats, quarterly group marketing and sales planning, quarterly special guest experts, free to you workshops, the community, and networking on autopilot. And then we have Lean Launch Accelerator. That is $250 a week for 12 weeks. And that's 6 sprints where we build your lean marketing engine and launch it. And then VIP is the final tier, which is $375 a week. And that includes 24/7 one-to-one async consulting with me. VIP accelerators are included in this. So Lean Launch Accelerator, that will be included with that, and any future accelerators that we'll be doing. And you get the VIP project discounts, and that is $375 a week. So there's your pricing. That is currently only available to waitlisters. So get on the wait list if you want access to that pricing, because regular pricing is not at. Okay, on to the next. All right, next up, let's talk about time commitment. If you've been listening to this series and thinking, I do not have time for all of that, you might be wrong. So let me explain what the time commitment is. We do quarterly workshops, 2 a quarter. So twice a quarter, you have the option to do the marketing and sales planning, which I highly, highly recommend so you are prepared for the next quarter. You know exactly what you need to do to meet your revenue goals. And then the second one that you get that quarter is a systems workshop. So some way to make your marketing systems better. So those would be 90 minutes each, and you can watch the replays if it doesn't work for you, if the time doesn't work for you. Although the planning workshop, I highly recommend that you come live. Okay. All right. So we talked about quarterly commitments. Now the monthly commitment. We have 2 hot seats a month that you can attend if you have a specific challenge that you want to work through. So those are optional, and they're come as you need. So join me in a hot seat if you have a problem that you're working through, or if you feel like you can help solve someone else's problem and you want to just be a fly on the wall and listen and chime in. So that is 60 minutes twice a month for hot seats. Now we'll go down one more level and we'll talk about weekly commitments. The weekly commitment is our Monday Morning Marketing Club. Now, the thing is, you do not have to attend that. You could send your virtual assistant. You could send your contractor. It doesn't have to be the founder that's joining us for Monday Morning Marketing Club. Although I would recommend that the founder is the one who identifies what are those 3 things you want to accomplish during Monday Morning Marketing Club. But you can send your VA, and then you don't have to worry about it. And you have my guidance and your own guidance through identifying those 3 things that you want your VA to finish for that. So that's a pretty good deal. And then the other weekly commitment is just hanging out in the community, asking questions when you have them, sharing your wins. The last thing that will affect your time is more of an ad hoc thing. So we have our video library of resources in case you want to learn something really specific. Like, let's say you want to launch a webinar series, but you haven't done that before. You can hop into our video library and look for a workshop on how to host a webinar. So that's as needed, no specific time requirements for that one. So that's what you can expect. We have 90 minutes every week of co-working in the Monday Morning Marketing Club, but you can send a contractor or a VA to that. We have our community where you can pop in, answer questions, ask questions, share your wins, etc. We have our bi-monthly, so twice a month, hot seats for when you have specific challenges you want to work through. And then quarterly, we have workshops on marketing and sales planning and building out your systems to make your marketing more sustainable. And that is the time commitment. So last thing we'll talk about today is the expected results. I'm going to share 3 stories from my clients. I won't name names, but I just want to give you an example of real life expected results that you can see for yourself. That was so awkwardly said. You get what I'm saying, though. Okay. So 1, person A had a perfectly dry sales pipeline in Q4. They didn't have anything in the pipeline, and it was rough. It was the worst year yet. So we started implementing this lean marketing strategy, our flywheel. And by Q1, they were 6 months booked out. Clients saying yes, paid. So that's result 1. Result 2, I had a client who was struggling to get people to say yes to any sort of phone call. They didn't have any visibility and they didn't have any authority in the space, and they were coming across as spammy, to be honest. So I worked with them to build their messaging strategy, their marketing strategy using the flywheel. And I gave them a LinkedIn makeover. And I just had a conversation with them last week, and they are now booked out for the next year. They're having their best year yet. And they actually had somebody reach out to them and say, I've noticed everything that you're doing on LinkedIn, and I want you to help me do the same thing. So there's result 2. Okay. Result 3. This is a client I worked with 3 weeks ago. And they didn't have a marketing strategy. So we built out their flywheel using the strategic spark. And by the time we had a conversation, the conversation was 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks from today. And we did the strategy 2 weeks before that. They had signed 4 new clients during that time. And it was using the strategies and the systems that we determined during the strategic spark. They actually don't have room for new clients right now. These are all retainers that will be staying with them for the next year. And they have never made more money in their business before. So you can expect really amazing results. My clients have all achieved the goals that they wanted to. I actually just got off the call with one of my giant clients that I've been working with for 4 years now. And they have had their best year in, 1876, I think is when the company started. It's their best year this year. Trust me that this stuff works. And if you don't feel like it is a good fit for you after you have joined the Tiny Marketing Basic members, you are only dealing with it for a quarter. You're testing it out for a quarter to see if it works for you. VIP members, you have 30 days to try it out and see if it's a good fit for you, or you can bounce, and that's perfectly fine. I won't put pressure on you. If you want results like my clients that I just talked about today then head to the show notes page, get on that wait list, and so you could get those bonuses. Duh. You want to get that one-on-one strategic spark. I cannot wait to see you inside of the club. Oh, by the way, that giant company I was telling you about, they're adding their intern to be on Monday Morning Marketing Club. So you'll see them there. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Sign up for the wait list and you're going to see the results. It's going to be amazing. You're going to have your best year.